So let's talk about the financial sector. We obviously have the CEO of Banreserva, so I'm very keen to hear about the health of the financial sector, starting from the banking sector.
Well, the Dominican Republic has one of the healthiest financial sectors in the region. We do have capacity to support the different productive areas in the country. We have strong regulators. We've been able to adapt to international requirements. We are able to compete with international banks in any field here in the Dominican Republic specifically. And we are ready to support the different areas that have been identified as the key factors for the growth of the Dominican Republic. We've been participating in many different syndications for big projects in the DR. And even the Dominican banks do have the capacity to expand in the region. So that's an example of the capacity of the industry, the financial industry, and the wealthness of it.
And an interesting point specifically about Banreservas is that while years ago I know that your main lending activity was towards the public sector, now that ratio has changed and now you're, for the vast majority, lending to the private sector, which is obviously great news because it helps supporting the local economy, local entrepreneurs.
That's right, and it was an express desire of the President Medina when he arrived as the president of the country in August 2012, that we have to transform Banreservas which is a government-owned commercial bank. So it's competing and it's regulated like the rest of the participants in the industry in very active and supportive institutions for the productive areas in the country, not only the government. When we arrived, the portfolio was 70% government and 30% to the private sector. Today is the opposite. It's over 70%, 72, 73% is private sector, and 28, 26, it's government. We've been able to support construction, we've been able to support affordable housing, we've been able to support commercial loans, tourism, industry. We are very strong on financial inclusion. We do have a high conscious of social responsibility, and we think we have a lot of people in our country that are not financially educated. So we have to work in that direction, and we've been investing money and effort in terms of educate our clients and to generate more inclusion in our people in the financial aspects.
And some of your clients are, of course, here, some very important clients. So I'm curious to hear what you think. What is your relationship with the financial sector and with the local banks?
Well, the support from the local banks is there, and I think is complementing also with the confidence level that the international banks has on our country as well. As I said, as the comfort level and the confidence of the investors keep growing in the country, the same way you will have banks growing also with their own customers. The sector that I belong is we're seeing things that we didn't see for many years, is that global players coming into this country to take advantage of our location, our people, our legislations that allow us to ship duty-free, to ship quick.
Well, as a foreign investor in the Dominican Republic, the financial sector has been extremely cooperative, an extremely important part of our success here. We have found in BankingRegulation&Risk and the president of the bank and others that they have been a true partner to us, providing us innovative products that fit our industry and that allow us to modernize and improve the service we provide. And I think it's been a very, very positive experience, and certainly would think that it would be the same for many other foreign investors here.
And there's something that is very good here. The foreign banks are allowed to operate in Santo Domingo on an equal basis. So competition for banks is stiff. You have Bank of Nova Scotia, but you have every other big bank here. So the level of the banking system in Dominica is very efficient to be able to grow. And also, it's the fact that people want to invest in the banking sector from other countries shows that it's a very healthy, well-regulated, growing sector, which speaks well for the authority and speaks well for the local banking sector.
Working with banks usually means working on the lending side. Are there any products that you would like to see from the local markets or perhaps introduced from international banks that would help you achieve your business goals? So perhaps we're talking about debt products or even equity investments. What is missing? We've been talking about all the great things, but I would just like to see if there is anything. I'm sure there are many things that you would like to improve.
But there's one,
Okay.
specifically that pertains to me specifically. And it's something that we can solve. Mining is new to the Dominican Republic. It's very old because it was here when Columbus arrived.
Yeah.
So it's old. But it's new in the sense that Barrick is new here with Pueblo Viejo. And Barrick, which was a $5.5 billion project, was financed totally by outside banks because the sheer bigness of the project could not be handled here. But here is the task we have to do. I think that between Bank-Reservas and ourselves, we can learn the mining sector. Bank-Reservas can learn what we do well and become miners. Because besides the gold mine, which is now the third biggest gold mine in the world, there's more mining here. And the more a local bank gets involved, the more you can export that capacity. I could see very easily Banco Reservas becoming a powerful force in banking, not only in Santo Domingo, but Haiti, which has the same geology as Dominican Republic, and the rest of Latin America, beginning with Colombia and Venezuela, which is very close, and Panama, which a lot of activity there. So I can see that's going to happen.
Okay, so, well, the CEO of BankReservas is agreeing, so I think it is going to happen. Well, thank you all. We've talked about, again, another success of the Dominican Republic, and now it's time to talk about social policy. Thank you.